Welcome to Prevent Your Adventure, and tonight is an adventure. I've been down some roads I've never been on. I'm having a great time. I'm in Hopkinton, Massachusetts, on the recommendation of my niece Lindsay, and I am such a bad uncle that I can't for the life of me remember Lindsay's last name. And she's been married for many years. So I apologize, Lindsay, but I made it here based on your recommendation. So I'm at Blue Square Pizza in Hopkinton. And I told my neighbor Eric I was coming, and he said to me that if I had leftovers, that he would help me out if I dropped off some on the way home for science. So, I'm about science, so I got carried away here. So let me show you what we did. They have 4 different kinds of pizza here. I went with 3. So I have a Detroit-style pepperoni, a New York-style pepperoni, and a grandma-style pepperoni. Yeah, it's all pepperoni. It's where I'm living. Sometimes just got to deal with what I deal with. So, I'll be eating this for 3 days, and Eric will get some, and his kids. Start with the Detroit style. Very, very fluffy bread crust. I'm waiting to get to the edges because so far I'm not getting the crisp you normally get with Detroit style. So the sauce is really good. This place is almost strictly takeout, and it's humming in there. They've got quite a system going. So the pepperoni is exceptional. And my thought process is, so there's a little crisp around the outside. But when I reheat this baby, this is going to come out very nice. Alright, New York style, which is a very thin crust. Usually floppy, as you see. Very good sauce again. Nice crust. Grandma style. So it's not quite as thick as the Detroit style. Real nice edge on that. Alright, instead of making you sit here, watch me eat all kinds of pizza. Eric and his family are going to be eating quite well. This is a lot of pizza. A lot of pizza. Let me finish, come back, and share my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts here at Blue Square Pizza in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. If that name sounds familiar, Hopkinton, I'm 95% sure that this is the town where the Boston Marathon starts. 95. But anyhow, I didn't really get to talk to anyone inside because it was so busy. They have a really large screen in there where it says if your order is ready, or if it's in progress, it shows you how many minutes until it's ready. Some were near finished, some were 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Ones that just came in were like 30 minutes, so it was pretty cool. You could kind of track your progress. I had 15 minutes to go when I got here, which is okay. I'd rather wait for my food than have my food waiting for me. Anyone who's into the little complexities of pizza understands that. So, didn't really get a chance to talk to anyone. There were an awful lot of DoorDash drivers and stuff in there. So, tried talking to a couple of them, but they were just drivers. The ones I talked to had never really tried the place. They just delivered. So, didn't really get anywhere. So anyhow, pizza was very, very good. Thank you, Lindsay. Honestly, the sauce was excellent. Pepperoni was beautifully done. I want to say of the three, my favorite was probably the grandma's for some reason. I just liked the way it wasn't quite so thick a crust. It had some crispiness going on. I just really enjoyed the grandma's. But they all tasted pretty much the same. The crusts were different, but the toppings and all that were the same. So, but very enjoyable. Really good food. Glad I came. Took me a while to get here. Lindsay was supposed to come with me, but we've not been able to connect. And when I went on and looked at the menu and saw all the different types of pizzas, they also had a fourth type that I didn't get. It's the Chicago cracker thin crust. Just didn't feel that one. So anyhow, Eric's going to be happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Let's give it a score. Blue Square Pizza, Hopkinton, Massachusetts. 0 to 10. Would I come back? Yeah. Only downside, and this is not food, but if you were to sit down to eat, it was 90 degrees out today, and it was pretty close to 80 degrees in there. They have no air conditioning going. They're not encouraging you to sit and eat in there, I guess. They do have some picnic tables in the back, but it's still 80 out, so anyhow. Other than that, just the food itself was really quite good. So score, 0 to 10. Blue Square Pizza, Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Great ride to get here, by the way. I took all back roads. Great ride. I'll go 9.3. I really liked it. I really did. It just hit me well. 3 different styles. All 3 were done quite well. Great flavor. How can you go wrong? So, Blue Square Pizza, Hopkinton, Massachusetts, 9.3.